Friday, beautiful sunny day here in Lyon. I'm heading over to the UK for finals weekend. Lyon is so nice in the sun. So today, crossing the city, getting the metro, then getting the Rhône Express, then flying to London, to Gatwick, where there's a direct train, so it's still quite a long way. It's going to be a lot of travelling today, but what I've got is I've got downloaded all the LR scrims from the week and the Bulldog competitive matches. So seen them before, of course, but just going to watch them while I'm here and also finish prepping draft for tomorrow. I've spoken about this on stream, but for tomorrow we're going to prep first draft, but also the plan for the series. Beyond that, I think it's a little silly because we can do it behind the stage while the game is going on. And then for lost returns, we haven't put very much focus on them. They're always, of course, in the back of the mind, but we need to make sure that we're taking Bulldog seriously. So we've prepared one specific cheese strat that we might do. Not even sure yet, going there as if we will. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow, assuming we win. But other than that, we kept all the prep for Bulldog. So I've got a bit more of that to do, some more drafts I can just do while I'm traveling, but it'll be a long, long day. This is train, only just. Oh well, there's another one in probably 5-10 minutes. Arrived at the airport. Don't know how much I'll film here because it's always a bit weird, especially going through security, so probably not until after that. Got plenty of time, and then I'll be getting the plane soon. I'm absolutely terrible at this vlogging thing as soon as I'm doing something else, because I was thinking all about the game and I completely forgot to film anything. So the flight went well. Even though getting on it took a lot longer, waited about an hour and a half at passport control, which was a bit frustrating. So the flight was delayed, but it still made the train to St Pancras, which is where I am now. Over the airport and the flight, I managed to watch, again, all the Bulldog games and make a bunch of notes and have a bunch of questions. The worry at the moment is that my phone has really low battery. So I'm praying that this next train has chargers on, because the Thameslink one didn't. If it's got chargers, then I'll charge my phone, call the players, and we can have a draft meeting now. If it doesn't, I'm not sure what we're going to do. But I can tell you when it happens. So just need to find my train and hope there's a charger on board. Should be. I mean, longer term trains, surely. Chargers has to be a thing. The Thameslink ones are really new and they don't have any, so you never know. Quickly recording this because I don't like doing it in a crowded train carriage. There is a charger, but it's really, really slow. So still, I think I'm going to set things up, see if I can either at least by message or by call, talk to the players and stuff like that, finish off the scouting, and then be all ready for when we arrive in a couple of hours. Just arriving into Nottingham soon. 5 minutes, or even that. Yeah, so travel's done, pretty tired, plan is all set, players are happy with it, so I'm going to actually see my dad and my brother who've come to watch. They're waiting at the station because their hotel is right by it, and then I'll go over to our Airbnb. Tomorrow it's a fairly early start, just going to be get up, get ready, get to the venue, talk about last things with the plan. There's a couple of things from the series that I think are important. They didn't swap in any of their games. There's like 9 games and there's 2 swaps. One they initiate and it goes really badly. Their 2 bot laners lose to the enemy top and support.
Around the approach to Nottingham, our final station 4, please
there we
take
go.
a few moments to ensure you take all items of luggage. And
so I'll do a better summary when I'm walking to the Airbnb. Okay, just arrived. I was going to film walking around the city, but it's actually a very vibrant city, and it's a student night, Friday night, so Didn't want to actually take the camera out and be filming and talking in front of people, especially people who are very drunk and are very likely to come up and say something. But anyway, we've arrived already. It's pretty late, so I'm just going to get some sleep, wake up tomorrow, get in, get to meet the players finally, and yeah, get on with the first game. Semi-finals day. Slept okay, woke up about 6:30, but still on EU time, so that's 7:30, that's fine. And we're just heading into the studio now. So going to be there for 8:30, a little bit of time to prep, a little bit of time to see the facilities, see how it's going to be in between and part after each game, which I think is really important, to just check that everything's going to be all right, check the practice situation, ask a couple of questions about draft, but other than that, good to go. Yo! How's it going?
Welcome.
Hey man. Hey man. How are you guys? Okay, we're here. There is not much space behind this wall.
And Showmaker's been, or was, rather, doing a lot of fun things.
That crowd, she's going to be happy in the crowd.
First draft done. We're a little bit nervous, I think, actually, about a few things. We should have just been a bit more calm and thinking that the Pantheon was mid. There was loads of tech problems going on during the draft, and ref was telling me to take my headset off to talk to him about random things while we're also trying to draft, which was a little bit of a shame, but hopefully those get ironed out. This is the thing when people say it's good to have got some time on stage or to play like this warm-up game. That's often what they mean. It's not just the fact that you're getting comfortable, it's like going through the whole process, making sure you're used to how it sounds and all that kind of stuff. So first one done, very happy with the comp, to be honest, but still could have been better. And now we're going to look at the game and also look for next draft.
Their backline as well, with my pulverized Mintek goes in, but that's a decent shield. Still getting all the minion aggro. They're all dead. Bulldogs have no more damage to work with. Nothing left to say in the game. Nord, put them on ice. Game one is theirs. Big team fight ults here for Bulldogs now. The front line is huge. They've locked in a Swain. I wonder whether that might be Chachi's option, but instead they lock it mid, and you've got a lot of HP stackers, and Swain is normally pretty good into the likes of a Cassante and a Mumu. Hell, even that Skarner as well. You get into his zone.
Second draft done. We were trapped on stage for about 40 minutes before it started, which was a bit of a shame. Much more happy with this one. We knew much more what was coming, and we got all the things that we wanted, and they kind of let us have Swain on 5, I think, is a bit free. So, same again. We come back upstage, had a little bit to eat, and then we're going to look at the last, hopefully, draft. See what else happens now that there's a few more champs gone. So, Fearless, best of 5, so much more fun than a normal one. So, all looks good.
Bulldogs game 2, it is lights out here. Executioners Nord live up to their namesake. It is a cold, cold day, and Nord are going to be 2-0 up in the series.
Yo, good job.
Good job.
Guys, game ended at 12:31, which means you'll get your next side by 12:36.
Treats, either way, we've seen Treats be at his best when he can engage, when he can fight, and he can pull the trigger. I don't think he's going to get that style of champion here at this point.
Game 3 draft done. Yeah, a little bit more of a standard one. We were saying there's a few things that we could have changed, I think that would have been good. But it's just one game where I don't think we had a big draft advantage, but I think we still got enough tools to punish the mistakes that we think they're showing. So weird situation where we don't want to get too relaxed and into the game, even if we're in a good spot, because we might need to draft again. So we're just looking at what we would draft, where we would do. The advantage is we get to just pick one side, because if we win, then the game is over. So the only way we're going to do another draft is if we lose. So we'll watch the game and then we'll see.
Bulldogs are not bowing out. They bark, and this time they bite. The series continues. Not gone close. We are going to game 4.
There's the Xerath hover that we were talking about.
A cannon barrage and a right of the arcade. Your artillery is pretty
As
nasty.
a follow-up to the hour as well, man.
Yeah, and
Strong.
that's where...
I'm quite happy with this one. I think we saved it a lot in the 4-5, and I think that 4-5 is a little strange. So we do have a lot of tools coming into the later stages of the game, but of course as soon as you lose that first game, the mood does really shift. Like, we're still fine with it. I think we're still feeling confident, but it's very different from what it was. It's like so quickly a different thing, and you can hear it in the way they're talking already. And it's unavoidable even if you're very confident. Oh, we're about to just get first blood. There you go.
Jinx was quickly shut down. Shielded around, Lands are going to try and get Chatty, but he just healed it up. The oranges are all you need to keep the doctors in the grave away. Nord have done it. It is implacable. It is unstoppable. Bulldogs are ruined. They are back in the kennel. They go on to fight Los Ratones tomorrow.
You want to be in the...
Sure.
You want to be in the vlog?
Join with you.
You want to be...
Oh, do you want me to like?
No, sum up.
What's
happened?
happened? Sorry, what happened? We won the first 2 games, then the third game we entered draft a little bit, so then the 4th game we drafted a really hard draft and then they stopped them. Is that a good summary?
3 wins. Okay.
Good summary.
That's a good summary. So, game is done. Went quite well, I think. So we're gonna go and get some food, talk about the draft for tomorrow, talk about the plan for tomorrow, see if we do anything weird, and then well, I'll keep filming that. So then it's final tomorrow. Okay. Draft is finally done. It's late, 7:50. So we actually haven't had any break really since the game. We went that into rehearsals, into a bunch of tech problems, into the draft. We didn't end up deciding to do the cheese strat that we had prepared, so you won't be seeing that. I will explain what it would be after the game. But instead we just found some normal drafts that work quite well for us. So just heading back now. I'm gonna go and see my brother and my dad who are here to watch. I'm gonna go and hang out with them for a little bit and then get to bed for the same again tomorrow. So good to get the win, and yeah, got to chill out for a few hours before going again. Heading off to the facility. How are you feeling about the day?
Pretty good. I mean, obviously, as it keeps being said on the NLC, thanks to Tesla, they've only lost 1 game, but it's time for them to lose 3 more, you know?
I like that. Like, other results just don't matter. It's finals day. It's not about being the best team, being a perfect team. It's about just being better on the day. And it's always different in a final, always different on stage. So I think it'll be good. I get Kel to be the cameraman while we go on stage and do our... But now I'm rehearsed, so I'm allowed to go on stage. Yesterday I wasn't rehearsed, so I didn't know, I wasn't trusted to just walk onto the stage without being rehearsed. It seems close.
No! He knows the turn.
Heavy prioritized as well. So yeah, we've I mean, a lot of eggs in the Crowley basket, and you know, Crowley's all right.
First draft is done. We had to wait on stage for like over an hour. It's now 11:40. We're supposed to start at 10. They just have no like audio. We can't hear people. It's really like distorted, all this kind of thing. So bit of a tragedy.
This is going to be game number 1 to Los Ratones. Nord sent to the drawing board for game number 2. Playing up into the side, he's going for a Zac top lane here. Okay. There's the Brom pick that we talked about as well as the final potential here inside Los Ratones.
Just hear Eric saying, if they're in here, we're remaking. Right, so second draft done. We're on blue side this time. I think it went pretty well. They just like highly picked comfort, but I think comp-wise, like I'm fine with what we got. I think we've got enough tools. We've got a really strong dive, so I'm gonna go back to doing the stream a bit, talking a little there, and then we'll see how this one goes. It's another pause though. It's just perma pauses. It's 12:50, and the game started at 10, and we've played one game. This is the behind the scenes of, you know, when if you're watching NLC or LCS pausing, this is the same thing. It's just like no one really knows what they're doing. There's like a problem that gets kind of fixed and unfixed and fixed and unfixed. It's just always the same. So this is a big moment. You can then apply this vlog to any of your pauses that you've been frustrated about. It's way more frustrating to be here.
I don't think Nord can hang on over a kill a minute in game number 2. It has been a bloodbath as Los Ratones have reaped the rewards of this. They're into the base. The towers are under siege here from Los Ratones. And game number 2 is a complete one-sided stomp in favour of them. Still standing as Bounce is just about able to break the away. They throw the arrows out, Crowley throws down the feathers, but it's not going to do enough. Elder is about to time out. Los Ratones, that execute window's phasing. There's Velia, he makes the hero play. Matty, can he make the escape? Yes, he can, but the base will go regardless. Los Ratones will take the NLC Winter Cup.
That was a bit of a tragedy series, but at least we put up a big fight in the last game, so I'm just going down to the stage now to go on and talk to the guys and stuff like that. I'm not going to film this. Final game is done. Very disappointing way to end. I mean, I wouldn't mind of losing if there were all games like that last game, which could have gone either way, or, you know, it went to 5 games and stuff like that, but this is the worst way to lose, I think, for me, was that we just felt like we didn't really show up. Game 1 we forced in weird times and we were just dying randomly. Game 2 was a complete disaster and it was over from like 3 minutes from like really silly decisions as well. So I will rewatch the games probably and maybe I'll think differently then. But for now I just feel like we didn't really turn up at all. So, you know, real shame. So we're gonna do a meal together and that might be the last thing. And then we'll do this like fan meet into LEC, I think will be the end of the weekend. So just walking back to the Airbnb now, change into jeans again. But other than that, pretty much done. Okay, just walked in the door in Lyon. I didn't film any of the trip home because it's just the same, bit in reverse. So early train into waiting at Gatwick for a while, flight back home to Lyon. I'm going to do a full recap and Q&A of the weekend, which I'll probably have already done by the time you're seeing this, so I'll link that below. But thoughts overall, really nice to be involved again, really nice to get out on stage. Fearless Best of 5 is super fun. It's a shame that both the series were quite one-sided, although we didn't pick up a win in the second one as well. So we'll have to get them next time. But I hope you enjoyed, hope you liked seeing a little bit behind the scenes. If you want to see more about what we're doing, what we've been doing over the split, we shed pretty much as we can. So you can find that on my YouTube. Follow me on Twitch for all the live stuff, which includes live reviews. Hopefully I'm going to do some things around EMEA Masters, and coming into next split, probably a bit more of the same. So enjoy.